On this part of a DVD, I will talk to you through the basic of the Wing Chun. How to hold your hand, twist your hand, how you punch, where to move your hand, how you move your hand, and how you punch, most importantly, and why. So when you're training on a Tầm Kiều, you understand the basic of it, or you won't be able to pull the technique out if you don't understand the basic. The first thing on the Wing Chun is a lot to do with punching. When you punch, your hand should be like this, and quant the fist in like that. When you punch directly straight like this. Okay, straight like that. Okay, you punch from here, and your hand basically keep in the center like this, and your hand is here. When you start to have your hand in the center like this, when you hit, you will develop the power through the straight line like this. Okay, in a line. So you won't punching upward. I'll show you in a minute. When you punch upward, you reduce a lot of power. And second is the hand. Finger like that must be together like this, and hand. And that's what is it. Don't put your finger like that a lot. When your finger been hit here, you've broken your finger, you won't be able to do things. Don't let your finger out like that either. Anything hit, you bust your finger and you can't do anything. So the finger tied together, palm out like this, and then where you move the hand. When you're using a bong sao, turn your hand like this, like the wing block, what you call them. You're right in the center so they can see where they are. If you need to turn, you turn with the waist like this. Your hand stay where you are, like that. Yeah? Don't turn like this together. You wouldn't be able to put a lot of power on, because the punch coming in, you got to divert. Second thing, on to the energy drill we talk about a lot is sort of palm. Hand in the center like this, and then hand back to center. Every time you finish, your hand must be back to center. Okay, that's what you need. And the second thing on the basic thing you need to understanding is equipment. Okay, what sort of equipment you need to do the training through the energy drill. The most important thing you need, okay, is the shin as this going guard. Because when you do an energy drill, sometimes you kick, you make a wrong kick, and you will hit your opponent. You need the going guard. And second thing you need, let me bother you, Mark, so you can understand, is the vest. Okay? You need the vest. So the vest to put on like this. One of the vests like this to put on. Okay? So when you punch, you won't get hurt when you do a training. You see a lot of our training in there. You see a lot of movement. Okay? And second thing you need is the shin pad, like that. Okay? On this shin pad, you need a very, very good quality shin pad. Okay? If you haven't got a quality shin pad, when they kick, it will go right through, and it's very painful. Another thing you need to have as well is some pad. So one of them like this, that'll be fine. It's one of the Thai pad like this is be fine for you to training on that to generate power when you hit. You have to use it to get power in, because sometimes you're training with your opponent, it's quite difficult to bring that particular power on. Okay? Now, for instance, let me show you through the basic thing here at the moment so you can understand. Now, if you're punching your opponent, so stay where you are like this with you. When you punch your opponent, yeah? Okay, put your hand down so easy to see like that. When you punch your opponent, if you're punching like that and your fist come up with that, you will reduce a lot of power because you won't able to hit direct into the straight line. When you punch, it's like this. Yeah. If I walk through, I can walk and force my arm in. But if I force my hand up, I walk through, it just go right through the movement because it's diverting the power away. So you won't be able to generate power. And second thing, when you punch come along, I block. When I block, my body in the center, I turn like this. Yeah. So punch like that. So my arm basically like here, and I turn like this. Yeah, like this, turn like that. But no need to put your arm down to force them down, because when you start to force them down, you give. Okay, so you don't do a lot of that. Just like that. Try to lock your body, and when you turn, you will be able to develop a lot of power. So you punch, you turn. Punch this way, you turn. Okay, that is the idea of using the body and turn. You flick the power from the waist. Okay, and you turn your weight 70 and 30. Okay, And when you're punching him, when you start punching him, you got to punch him in direct line like that. Like that. Even you push in a straight line like that, you will be put a lot of power. Yeah, because in a straight line like this. Now when you push him and your arm like this, you won't be able to push him because your power is all gone downward and not separate properly. So like you hold a stick and point it straight and put anything on there, you got a lot of power going that, and very difficult to break in the stick. But when you turn the stick, so exactly what we're talking about, turn the stick up a little bit and then push it, that stick starts to give and bend. That's exactly what we're talking about here when you punch. When you punch him, always punch direct, okay, fist like this. Yeah, you can see now, the fist direct in like that, okay, straight like that. And we don't punch like this, okay. Why we don't punch like this? Because when you punch like this, it's difficult to put other movement on. When you punch direct like this, you can put elbow in, turn, you can punch 1, 2, and 3 from here, yeah? So that's why when you're punching here, when you put the fist on the way, you can punch from here, like that. So you punch direct, like here, like that. That's why this wrist gonna need to create like that, okay? So a lot of time, when you get in there, you hit him, and you don't need to move your hand back to go, whoop, then you force it out like this. Now, if you're training on this, and with the partner, and partner haven't got the equipment on, you won't be able to pull this sort of technique out. And secondly, when you start training with him, you need to make sure that you turn your waist and hit. So when the punch comes in, you go block in good and turn with the waist and hit. Yeah, so to get using the line properly. If you're not going to hit your opponent hard enough, you won't be able to pull the technique out. Okay, because when the reality happens to you, it's difficult for you to pull the technique out. You won't able to. You're not trained on that, so you won't be able to do that. So that's why we train all with this equipment on. Okay. Now, secondly, when he punched me, and I pull him and hit him, a lot of time you're learning from the pull. You pull it in. I'll show you from this angle that you can see. Pull it in, and then from here you pull like that. Only this arm pulling down like that from here. Don't pulling like that. Pull down like that. So when he come in again, let me show you. So he punch. Your arm is here already, then you pull, see? Then here, you hit him. Yeah? So the idea when you start a base kicking like this is sometimes your opponent here and you want to hit him. But you don't want to travel in to hit him, you see, because you hit him in the face, you'd fall. Man, I want to hit him in the face, but I don't want to go in. So that's when you need to using this particular move, jerk down on this arm to jerk your opponent across you. Or this way, yeah? You're using this way or this way. Doesn't really matter because if you're doing it this way, you will go down. So when you come in, like you pull into here, boom. See, there's the whiplash, boom. See? And before he get there, he won't know what's happening. You already hit him, boom, in his face because you're taking whole his body weight to the punch. And you just leave your hand here and just pull into it. It's like you put your fist through the wall. It's like a brick wall there. And second one, like punch come along, for instance, if I want pull this way, see, same thing. If you want to get more closer, and then come in and hit him, then I pull him this way. And when you pull him this way, you can't just pull with the arm like this. Yeah, you wouldn't be able to. Your shoulder, if you're not strong enough, you will. If your shoulder, pick weight all the time and shoulder very strong. But because Wing Chun designed for people very small, like see, I'm not very big, very small, then it's all to do with your waist. So when you punch come along here, you turn with the waist, say here, so you hit. But you see the movement of leg must be work together. And one most important thing that on our training is we don't turn from the heel like this. We punch like this. Yeah? Then you overplay, you won't be able to do it. Or slide on the heel. Every time we turn with the waist, we leg ground and then ground. So 70 to the ground. So you're able to do the work easily because your leg ground down when you do the movement. So that's where you pull like this. Okay? And this is very basic thing you need to understand. Another basic thing onto the Tầm Kiều as well is very important. Is every time somebody grab hold of you, and a lot of time when you're doing the movement, like you like jerk him off the way. Two ways when you're doing this sort of thing. Now if you grab tense, so it's like solid, so easily for you go like that, you will be able to get rid of him. Grab me again, like that. Tense your arm, then you go boom, because you whiplash him out, jerk him away. But when he starts to relax the hand, for instance, grab me, and he relax, I won't be able to do it. Yeah? Then you need to go through this way, bring him in towards you. Or just turn and get rid of him from this way, from the hand. Because end of the thigh, if he grab hold of you, if he tense, then you jerk him off. Like that, whip him off. That's when you're doing the foam. If it relax, then you turn on the side, then just force him off like that. Then that's fine. If that's all you want. But come in a bit, when you start doing the movement of the basic, you have to pay muscle understanding is the leg must be turned. It's the time and the place for this particular movement. Not all the time when you're fighting, when you're moving around, you won't be able to do that. So you got to be able to moving around no more. When you need it, it's there. So that's why you need to train a lot on this sort of movement. So when you need it, it's there for you. It's the time and the place for it. Another most important thing is when you do the elbow, the basic thing on the elbow. This is all the basics, so you get to understand. When he punched me, for instance, and I hit him, when I hit him, I'm in line, I want to elbow him. Now, when I elbow him, I go in straight into elbow him. Okay, let me show you through the part here so they can understand how much power you can develop. So when you're watching through the DVD and you see a lot of elbow coming in, a few elbow coming in, and you thought, man, this is not going to hurt. Why is it not going to hurt? Because they're all wear the vests and all our instructor here training a lot to learn through the body conditioning, through the JKD side, body conditioning. So they understand in the body. Even though they didn't wear anything, I whack them, they won't feel a lot, but it's very painful, but it's not as painful as normal human being. So when you come in to work on this, your body, and when you do elbow throw into the energy you do elbow throw, you turn, see? You put your body and turn together like this. Yeah? Now this part, having like this, and you hear this movement, boom, and turn, and your body into that, you will put a lot of power in. So stay and turn together, like that, yeah? Push together. See my back, my movement, very straight, like that, boom. When you start having this movement coming in here, to practice the same thing, you work like that. Your body in a line like this, and they walk it in. It's like solid. So when you come in that, hand here, and then turn, like this, solid, very solid. So walk right into your elbow. That's a very basic movement that in our training, okay? It's very basic. Another thing we're using with this sort of thing for is using a lot to do with punching, for instance, because sometimes you punch your opponent and they wear the vest on, you still feel go right through them. So you're using this a lot to punch. When you punch, you slap your fist out like that, okay? On this, so you can see like that, like that. That's when you slap your fist out like that, like that. Now when you slap your fist here, then you push like that. Now, it's like a jerk reaction. So when you come in, you push. Yeah? So when the punch comes in, you push. All you want to do is when you hit it, boom, like that. Oh! And that's boom, 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 boom. You go in and do your business. You don't want to go bring your hand back here and hit them. So that's very basic. Keep your hand slightly in there and turn like that. See here. It's a reaction with a fist when you turn. Yeah? And when that lands, it's very, very painful. Okay, thank you for that. And that's a very basic thing you need to understand onto our Tầm Kiều training on this basic thing. And from this basic thing, you need to have equipment into you. If you haven't got the equipment, then you will have problem with training with us. But if you come into our training, into our academy and training with us, you will know exactly what we're talking about, because every instructor or every student training with us, they all have the full body equipment on, or else they wouldn't pull out the technique properly. That is what we do. Now when you're watching through the DVD now, then you can see exactly how we do them. Good luck to your training. On this part of the DVD, I will talk to you through how to use the Wing Chun in a street fight, and when you're using a Wing Chun, and how to use each movement. When you start to using the Wing Chun in the fight, in a street fight for instance, you get yourself into there. We tell you before, mentioned before, we not put the hand up to let your opponent know what sort of system or style that we do. We normally keep the hand normal like that and block using the Wing Chun movement, the principle of the Wing Chun movement, and coming in and do the business. The most important thing is you need to surprising your opponent. If you start to put your hand up and moving like that, they know exactly what sort of form of martial art you're doing. Then if they know exactly what you're doing, they will have the solution. If this guy learning to do a lot of martial art before, they will go in and using different technique go in to blow you away. Because when you do Wing Chun, they expect you to come in, or come in to drop you up, and come in to doing all the very quick movement with the hand. Then they got to go in and tackle you down the floor. For instance, if your opponent, the grappler, or your opponent, the boxer, or your opponent kickboxer, they keep you away, and then they come in and feed you quick the kick movement, and they go in to finish you off that way, instead of coming and go straight into you in a distance, because Wing Chun is designed for close quarter. Anything close quarter coming in, Wing Chun will be able to sort it out, and that's what's unique about the Wing Chun training. Let me show you through the principle of the movement, how you use them. And I mentioned to you already, it's a time and a place for each thing, so you know exactly how to use each thing. Let me guide you along so you know. Let me borrow you again, Mark. Dave, when you work it in like this, now let me explain to you first and foremost, so you understand it. When you understand this, then we know what we're talking about. It's very, very small space here. We're not using the other studio, so we've got a very small space. In this space, I will limit myself down where I can move and how I move. So I will go through some stuff now so you can understand. The most important thing is, if I start to go into that, and using the Wing Chun, I'll tell you why we don't do things, and so you understand. When you have that, when you start attacking me, now if you come in and free me, if you hit like that, I will have problems. So if you attack me, I will have problem like where I move my body and sit there and try to kick him, coming in, won't be able to move it. If you hit me and then attacking, make quick, come and hit faster with it, I will have problem of where I am. Because what happens is, when you're doing Wing Chun movement, you start to punch him, I rush in that hit him, he will hit me the same thing because he's a boxer, and I say two persons sit there, squat, and then try blow, and the stronger survive. The most important thing in our training, we're not interested in that nonsense. We're not interested in try blow, because if I myself very small like this, and you got a bigger person, if I try blow with him, who you think will survive on the fight? He is. Because he's stronger, bigger than me. Okay? So what way you do is using and fight and trying clever. Now I mentioned with you before, how to use each technique on everything on the Wing Chun principle and put into this movement. Now if you move around and hit me, normal. I don't stand like this. That restrict to my movement. I stand normal. So he come and punch, for instance, I will hit the hand, hit, I will have the hand like that. So I work, punch come along, I work exactly the same way, see? I work like this, boom, When I work like this, boom, I will feed this movement in. When he come and hit, boom, boom, I will have this sort of understand. Now, when he start, keep attacking me, when he start, boom, I move it in like this, see? I will move that, but my body will be still using 70-30, when I want to use them. I'll show you a minute, so how we use them. So when you come into that, boom, so soon as that, boom, 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 that here. So when I'm here, see, my leg in the 70-30 now, then I start to come and work with him. He start to work coming again. Show you, so coming in, I start work with that. The most important thing, I need to surprise him. Okay, now how I surprise him and control the distance. Okay, punch come along, so when I move in that, so I'm using movement the line is that. As soon as boom, see, that's when I need to surprise him. When I boom with that, then boom, boom, here. Now you see, I talked to you before, we stay away. We don't go in like that, do like that. We're not interested on that sort of movement because I'm more likely to get hurt. And one most important thing, I don't like to get hurt, okay? If I got a problem, I stay away and fear him and using a technique to do the work. But I don't want to commit myself into him. So we do it again. I move my hand like this, Now, if you get used to power moving hand like that, punch, and hand boom like that, you're still using the same line. So as soon as that coming in, you work like that. So boom, your hand, so you get used to the line. As soon as you have one movement, boom, you hit. As soon as you have the leg, because you're doing this training a lot, in the close range, you deliver a lot of power. When you come in, you flick one, boom, he's stung, boom. Now here, and if he punch me, I'm here, boom, boom, boom. Now I'm in this line, boom, on this line. Then I can start to come in to do the work with him. That's the whole idea, because I need to understanding the distance where he is before I go in and do the work. But I feel dangerous when I get in, for instance, attack me, I'm moving around, my hand move around. As soon as when I see line, see, boom, like, hand punch from there, I have the line, boom, and feel the danger that he come and hit me from here, then I move back, then I change my line, and I still wait for him. Now he punch me, then I can control the line here. Now if here, if he can't punch me from here, and I go one, boom, in the rib, and he go all down like this, yeah? Then I say, this doesn't matter then. Then I come in. Now on this line, especially I'm here, and I got this arm here. So I come in here, arm like this, and boom, I put my knee into him. Because I don't want to go in and start to kick him or get too close. I go boom, and knee, boom, I come in. Then I hit him to the rib. What I'm trying to do is try to wound him. Try to break another rib down if I needed to. And punch to his body to get used to wear him down. When I start to wear him down, it's easy for me to do any other technique. Okay? If I hit him in the face too many times, when I hit him, I will hit him with open hand. When I punch him like that, I get my fist messed up. When my fist mess up, I can't do things. So when I hit him, I will hit him in the body. So I'm moving again. I need to have this hand to move like this, yeah? So have the hand like that. So boom. So this time coming up, boom. Yeah, soon I coming, boom. You see how it reacts? See, when it coming again, move, boom. See? When it start coming, boom. See? Because I want to hit him right in the groin. Okay, that's why we do a lot of this movement and using the line. Yeah, when he hit again, so boom. So I started moving, coming, boom. So boom, boom, boom. Yeah, hit him. Now hit him from here. He tried to grab me, grab. Yeah, that's when you're getting the called energy drill using the chi sound. Now when I grab like that, now I grab him, try wrestling me now, try to force me down. That's when I need to have the Wing Chun here to come and hit him. As soon as I come in, I need to have the movement here when I hit here. And it's very difficult for me. My arm is right here, and I hit him. And how to generate power for me? I need to be able to pull that movement out fast in the power, in a small range. So I move in again. So you come in and boom, now. So if I need to come in and using other kick above, then I'm using this part and going boom away with that kick. Then I go in and do the business. So when you come in, say boom. So boom. So as soon as you move like that, so you come in and go boom. So you come in back on the side, yeah? So you come in, hit, boom. So come in, hit, boom, come in, boom, come in like that. Yeah? And then he punch me. The boom, punch coming in, when it's a boom coming in like that. Then I see my way like that, because you do Tầm Kiều, boom, I will put me this size. I don't want that line, see? Punch it again. I don't want to block him, boom. Oh. Then he come in, boom, and go and finish him off. The idea is, you need to control the line, and you need to manipulate with your leg. And it's a time and a play for the elbow. So he punch me. Not necessarily punch me. And he bring the hand back faster. Like, oh, how can I elbow him? That's true, isn't it? There's no wrong there. But I told you, and told you many times, it's the time and the place for each tool you're using. You need to find a time and a place to using that tool, because you're training and understanding the whole thing. And then you're using each part of the tool, you use them for each situation. Okay, not work on every situation. So when you punch me, see, when you said all the Wing Chun movement, punch that, see, where's where do this going to be happen? So punch, see, I won't be able to do them. Why? Because he's not going to let me do that. Punch me, stay. But he punch me and move, punch me, you won't be able to do it. So what happening? You need to using this hand, using from the ceiling thạo, moving your body around. So understanding the zone. When you start understanding that, coming in, so boom, see, like that. As soon as boom, yeah, coming, boom. If you feel you're worried, then boom, coming in, boom, then boom, boom, boom. Okay, thank you for that. That's the idea when you use it into the fighting. You need to surprise your opponent and understanding before you go in and do the business. It's a time and a place for each tool. Watching through this part of the DVD, then you know what we're doing. On this part of the DVD, I will talk to you through the kicking method and why we use them and why we use them for. Especially into our training on the Wing Chun, we don't using just only the traditional kick as you see. We're using all different kick, because the most important thing is when you crush yourself in that particular fight, you will be able to using all different parts of the body, okay, to make things functional to you. You can't just stick with a basic tool you have. you need to have access to make your movement work. Provide, you still keep to the Wing Chun principle. That is all we talk about. That's all we count because this is 21st century. We not live into the 12th century. A lot of martial art people teaching you, like for instance, that's why people still live in the Stone Age. Why? Because they're still thinking like, this is my master teach me how to kick like this, and that's all I do. And I can't do anything else because again the principle. It's against the principle when you crush yourself in a fight and somebody thrust you in the face and knock you out and put you down a coma, that is against your principle. What we hear, we will show you through the thing we do and why we do them for. And the most important thing is we keep our principle in the Wing Chun, why we use them and how we use them and what it's all about. Let me show you fluent so you can understanding what we're talking about. Let me borrow you that. I mentioned to you before on the basic thing that our student is need to have vest on, shin pad on. So if I come in and give him the shin kick, yeah, he will have dead leg because my shin come up and go boom, dead. If I come and go boom, I go knock him out, I come in boom. The idea is when my student have all this equipment, this is one of our instructor here, have all this equipment, we can able to pull out the technique. And when you see our application, the student hit them and they go across the room, for instance, or fall down, or the movement, because they have this. Without this equipment, we won't be here to show you all the movement, how it really work. Because one hit, he's dead. There's nobody for me to film, for you to watch. This is why. Now, for instance, we talk about stop kick and how and why we use them. And I say to you already, it's the time and the place for each tool. You don't need to use all the things you need to learn from the Tầm Kiều. You need to use them whenever you need them. It's like you're learning the alphabet of order, A, B, C, D, E, F, G to Z. Why you learn 24 alphabet of order of the letter and you sometimes only use couple? Because you need to have it. If you not got it and understand it when you need it, how you know how you're going to spell? Same thing on what we do here. You learn all the basic principle, but you need them when you want them. Now let me show you through the basic thing. For instance, he come and kick me low. He kick me low, I will come in using my shin to block. Inside kick, I will block. Now when I block this way or kick me again, I will block this way. It's all depend. Reality coming in, kick me. I won't block from the shin, kick me. I will block straight into the kneecap. I destroy that quickly. When I destroy a kneecap, then I go in and finish the opponent off. But this bit, I will show you through the kicking, which kick we use and how we use them and why we use them for. We got a limited space here. We're not using the other studio. We got limited space here. So don't stand there and say, man, he gonna. I'll just show you now how to use them. I don't need moving around a lot because we got limited space here. So we limited down to some space. So let me guide you along so you can understand them. Don't sit there and just talk about without thinking. Listen and then see and then comment later. First thing, he's going to kick me. I block. I'm using that leg. I will kick straight in. What I'm trying to do is trying to using the longer way. So when I kick him in, boom, I'm using longer way in one go. Now, for instance, I do this movement. He kicked me once. I kick him here. Then he kick me again, this side. Doesn't matter. I will in line because my body was facing this particular way to deal with him. Okay? When I'm facing this way, when he kick again, one, boom, I kick and he kick. Boom, I in line to the movement because my body feel like this. So when he kick me, I go like that and it's a time for the place for me to go and do that, okay? So I don't need to using that particular 70-30 if I not need it, okay? I need to moving around the moment because I don't want my opponent to know what your style I doing. Because if I don't let them know, then easy for me to go in and take him by surprise. If my opponent know what I'm doing, I have problem because I'm in pressure, okay? So when he kick me, I will boom, I come back and kick him. Then he kick me again, I go boom, And I come back, I kick him again. I always in a longer range here with him. So every time I'm in a longer range, I'm able to cover. Now, for instance, if he kick me again and then come on the side kick me, I'll be here. Okay, I'm in line. Now, I wouldn't worry or scare him come and kick me right in the body, because if he kick me, I just absorb. See, when he kick, I absorb. As soon as I absorb like that, I will be able to hit. But if he kick me side kick again, I go like that, then I will get kicked straight into my body, because my body is not absorbing the movement when they flow at me. When you're moving around, you work exactly the same. So when he start to move around, kick coming in, I have my hand. I turn, then I jump, come in to using this one. As soon as I use this one, he moves it like back, for instance. That's when I'm using this one. I need to multiply my movement out quickly, okay? Now, for instance, he coming to kick me one, and then the round kick coming in, for instance, yeah? Side kick coming in, and then round kick this side, I understanding a line. So it doesn't matter, he can mumble, trumble, which way he want. So he can round kick me, and then come back, round kick me again. Doesn't matter, because I'm here. Oh, I drop him down and I kick him, and he come back to front kick me. I'll be here. Come back and side kick me. I'll be here. Doesn't matter, because I control the distance, like we always talk about on energy show. Control the distance and understanding what this gears are coming in. Like I mentioned to you already, when you do the tummy, your arm is quite strong. That's why it's so unique into the Wing Chun system, because you got a very strong arm when you do the tummy. Then you won't scare. When you come in to kick me again, I come in, boom, yeah? Because when you kick coming in, my elbow will come back. And that's, it kill him one, boom, he kick me out of side, I will come in using this side to block. Round kick coming in this side, I'm using, what, boom, this bob here. As soon as this hand come in here, he punch me, for instance, I will be here, boom, I will be here, boom. And he punch me this side, I will be here, boom, because as soon as I sit there and fly, that will divert, and that like one, boom, and that will boom. Your opponent wouldn't be able to have very good spare rib, because one kick there, he's finished. So he do me that again for me. When he kick here, yeah, and he forced himself into me, doesn't matter, because he will slide in, go in, he will slide right in. Then I will start to work lower. I control my distance through the longer range. I'm using the back leg. If I'm here away, I'm using this leg, longer range. When he come in to hit me, forcing and closer range, I use this way. I just use my leg to flicking the movement like that. All I want to do is just take off the kneecap like that. I don't want interesting in to go and blow him hard away. Because in a close range, every day, every time we're training, okay? Every time we're training, we're hitting in that particular movement all the time. If we hit this all the time, we generate a lot of power. Because we generate a lot of power through this, we just one flick in that kneecap off, this guy won't be able to hit me. And that is what we're trying to tell you. Now, if, for instance, he come in to kick me, and I'm using the kick, I'm using that to block. Now, if you haven't got very strong shin, okay, and him in the street, they're in the street, and they won't go one, and you put your leg up and block, it can be very painful. That's very true. Not everybody have very strong shin, not like a Thai. You won't have a very strong shin. That's why, additionally, when they kick me again, I'm using the leg like this, see, for you. So this doesn't really matter. If you come closer to kick, and be here. So when we're training and doing the movement, and you're thinking like, kick me, I create a distance. We didn't hear, oh, this guy didn't kick me. Oh, it's mile away. Stay with the training, we need to have that. Because I show you now where they use it, like kick me again, and kick and block with a shin. Now if reality kick me, I will come and kick me, kick. I'll come and kick me, kick. I'm coming straight to the thigh. Come in again. I kick straight to the thigh. I wouldn't want to kick me again. I wouldn't want to come to here. The idea is I'm absorbing my leg from the long and short, bringing it back in time for me to work. Now, we didn't mention too much about the knee, when you put the knee on and how we use the knee. Now, for instance, he kick me again. I come in and block the leg out, yeah? And then he kick me this side, I come in here. When I come in here, kick here, I'll be back. Punch me, I'll land the movement here, for instance. That's when the leg, see that, when the leg in front of me. Now, this way is very dangerous now. He can either knee me, or I knee him. Now, if he knee me, I'll come across, okay? Now I'm here, he knee me, I'm coming across. As soon as I feel his leg coming in, I will come across. Now, if the student haven't got one of this, yeah? I put a knee on, you know you're going to have a dead leg. And that is no sit there and don't turn around and say, man, that won't hurt. Try it out. you will know you haven't got a leg enough to mess around with. So the idea is when he punch coming in, boom, boom. If you want to use the knee coming in, when you hit him, that when you use the energy drill, you go into the danger zone here. Kick me from a kick, my leg. That's where your leg, it have like kick, like, see, kick. It's a time and a place, like I mentioned already. When you're attacking, you must have your leg inside, cover, you're going like this, yeah? So like this, curve like this. So we curve like this, yeah? So when you're coming in like that curve, kick me here, you just basically turn your leg, kick, turn. So when you sit just slightly like this, that's all you're doing, see? Here you see the gap here, so kick straight like going, and as soon as I turn, you close the gap, and it's still in a line for you to work. That's why I say to you, and the time and the place for you to using each thing. So from that, if you want to using punch come again, when you start to move like that here, and you're using this leg coming to knee, that's fine. Boom, here. As soon as you knee him this way, you come back and do this way. So you're tapping your leg, one, and you're using two. And then you're still in line to hit him. Okay? Now, if for instance, you force your hand out of the way, and then you come in, you're already back this way. Yeah, you can both kick. You're already back yourself in a line for yourself to see what's going on before you go in and do some damage. So when he punch me again, I come in, boom, boom, boom. I come back and hit him, boom, here. I kick him, boom, here. And he kick me. I'll be here, boom. I come back, I boom, here. I come back and boom, here. I come back and boom, here. I make sure I clear him up. Now, if I kick him 1 in the kneecap, 2 in the kneecap, 3 in the kneecap, boom in the body. He still stand there. Then I kick him again. The idea is you need to be able to get your body functional. That's why you need to have all this equipment to train. If without all this equipment, it's very difficult for you to pull the technique out. You understand? Very difficult. But if you have this equipment, you can pull it out and work safety. Now all the time, say punch come along again, I look in a ring. Yeah? So punch come along, I boom, boom, run a going. See what? I hit and boom, boom on a going. Now when sooner my hand is up there, boom, and hit a going. But I still using the Wing Chun principle. So I punch, I hand, and I hit. But he haven't got a clue what style martial I do. But when he started coming in, boom, 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 boom. Just say, finish. And next thing you know, he started up saying, you're using Wing Chun. This doesn't matter. That's why we're different. Yeah, that's why we need to work like that. Because you need to work undercover. That's why you got undercover cop, you see. You don't know who's the cop and who's not. When you find out you're undercover cop, no, you don't say. But too late. That's what we try to tell you. So when he started attacking me again, I start to work like this. If I'm not sure, I kick him and going, 1, boom. When, boom, again. We're not going to hit him. Hit him, he hit me. So we got 2 now. That's what we don't want to do. So we're here. And he put his hand up. That's fine, boom, come in here. And I control the line. Ooh, and he thought this is the line for me to kick me. Then boom, then he kick, boom. Because when he kick me, he need to move to kick. See, you see his body move. As soon as he move, I'll be here. I went in here, boom, kick in here, boom, kick in here. Then I come back and hit him. Then come back and hit him. As soon as I have this particular movement, I can do whatever I want because I'm in full control. Okay? Next one we're going to show you so you can understand and work outside of him. Punch come along. So boom, boom, outside. So working outside line. So when you boom, here. Now when you see here, I get into line now. That's what you're getting, yeah? So punch come along, I boom here. As soon as here, you need to react like this very quickly because you won't have time to think. That's why you have energy. Punch come along, boom, boom, boom. You have here. Soon have bam, 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 bam. That's it. Game's over. The idea is you need to make sure your body able to functional like that. Now, how are you going to make that functional if you're not trained real? Okay, thank you for that. If you're not trained real on this movement, you won't be able to get your body functional. When you're training real on this, you can pull your leg out anytime you want. You move around, you're coming in, then you, boop, 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 then you move around like that, and then you come into the work. And that's all we talk about. That's why we're different. We're not like any traditional man sit and punching female all day long. Okay, you got a lot of power, but you never have a human being there to actually pull it in. How do you know when you punch something hard? Okay, especially when you punch something hard, your wrist can able to take care of the pressure. If somebody got very strong build in the body, when you boom, and next thing you know, your hand, because you don't get used to using your body to hit something hard to feel that pressure, vibrate through him to you. Then you hit them, hurt you more than hit him. So that's why we train like this. Watching through this part of the DVD, then you know exactly how we do them. On this part of the DVD, I will talk to you about how unique about the Tầm Kiều side is control the distance, and the Tầm Kiều is all to do with understanding the pressure from your opponent, like the kill, where the armor, how to go in beyond that. And people talk a lot about searching for the bridge. Okay, we're not searching for nothing. We're going to blow them away, and that is why we say what we say, and we do what we say. And that's the most important thing about our DVD, is the content inside say something, and we do exactly at that. And that's what we do. Let me bother you again today. On this part of the training, I will talk to you a little bit about through the distance. Okay, how to control the distance and bring him into you. Okay, now for instance, when in the Tầm Kiều side, on the Tầm Kiều side, when you talk about the barrier, searching, so you're punching, come along, like that. It's here, the bridge is right in front of you. You don't need to looking and searching and, oh, here's a bridge we're searching for. It's not. The bridge is, punch me, the bridge is here, boom, 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 the bridge is right here. Why you need to searching for anything? All we need to hear now is blow them away. And that is whole point on the Tầm Kiều, and how unique about it is blowing away your opponent. When you're using the Tầm Kiều, when it's designed, the Tiểu Niệm Đầu is designed to help you to understand in a basic idea of the movement, or the movement basic idea. The Tầm Kiều would go into blowing away all the defense arm. The Tiêu Chỉ is go in and using all the joint of the body and go in and finish them off. And this particular one you're watching is a Tầm Kiều. So on this one, I will show you how to control the distance and how to bring him into you and how to blow them away. Now, a lot of time we talk about energy drill, so we always go through now is the energy drill size. When he punch coming in, I will go into that. Every time I come in, he punch me, I come in like that, I will keep hold of that hand. Okay, then why in our training always keep on one hand and got one hand here? Because if I got one hand, I only worry about this hand. Where this hand go, punch me, oh here's, hook me, oh here's, underneath me, oh here's, or do whatever. It's there. I only need to worry about one single hand because I got this one here. But if punch come along and then punch me this side, here, oh. So you looking for two hands all the time. Where are you? Oh, this is where the hand is. Oh, and next thing you know, you're going to kick in the face, punch in the body, and regardless what happened next, you won't understand what happened when you crush yourself in that particular fight zone. You don't know where you are because you haven't got other hand, and then you got one here to worry about. Oh, it's not here, it's here. It's not here, it's here. Okay? So punch come along, then have one here, hit him. Now, not necessarily you come and hit him. Okay, you can boom, bring him in here. Because you see, when you hit him away, he shit himself because I got his hand, it's bloody on that side, for instance. Oh, here is. I don't need to go in here and try to hit him, to rush in to hit him. Because we talked to you already about the basic training, okay? We talked to you already about how to bring your opponent through the arm like this and using your ball like this from the waist, yeah? When you're understanding that particular thing, it's, like I say, mention to you again, time and a place for each thing where you bring your tool out. It's just like your mechanic. You got a whole box of tools, but not necessarily you use all the tools you got. You use the tool you need, but that's why you need to have all this particular tool. So punch me again. When I'm here, I hit him. Oh, he's mile away. And you wonder all the time, like we mentioned into the energy show, why I want to hit him? I want to go and hit him. But the danger is when you go in, anything can happen. And the most important thing is you don't want to get hurt. You want to play safe. That's why in reality, let me talk out of this martial art a little bit. In reality, like for instance, in the army, they have the foot soldier and they got a special sniper. Why they have a sniper for? Why they just take the foot soldier and then shoot you? Just got a gun. Why the sniper sit mile away and just boom and pop you away? Did it ring the bell here? You know what I'm trying to say? Safety. Safety comes first. I pop you, but nothing happened to me. And that's why we talk about our training. Through the training, we talk to you all about your safety. Don't worry about whose safety. Your safety comes first. That's why we talked about you about it now. So punch me. So boom, here, safety. Now safety is I don't want to come in here and hit me. Now two things happen, boom, boom, and hit me. Okay. He get twat in the face, I get twat in the face. And you can stand there and argue about yourself. But I hit you first. Yeah, but both you fall down there and half dead. Doesn't matter who hit you first. You not fight in the ring. No referee there. Nobody give you a trophy. Here, you hit me first. You knock out. Here's a trophy for you. Not gonna happen. So punch me. Here he is. If you not put the hand up and you want to hit him, boom, he be in. If you don't want to do that, you bring this hand in. Okay? So this hand here, and you don't come in, boom, you change quite away. You here. Now he hooked me this side. It's very difficult now. See? It's very difficult now because I control the line here. I can hit him here. And he hooked me this side. Oh, here is. I got one hand and one hand here. And that's when, let me show you through the basic one again, so how you play with this game, okay? When you know how to play with this game, then you know exactly how to control your opponent. Punch me again. When you hit him, when you have this hand, see this hand here, if you turn this hand like that, you won't be able to block the arm and not in pain because the arm is in this line. But if sooner you turn this way and you lift it up like this, you see is the joint here together and again it hits the body and it's very, very painful. That's when you control him. When you have boom, that broke because it don't take a lot of pressure to break in somebody's arm like this. Soon as that happens, you grab, do the same thing and hit him. Yeah, hit me. Ooh, hit me. Ooh, how are they going to hit you? Because you control the line. That's why I say to you, we're different. Why we're different? Because we're training clever. We don't train and go in there. What's the point? You're going to get hurt as same as the other. You are training blow. Wing Chun system, we don't design for that. Because if I'm a small guy like me, and the big guy come along, I train blow with him, I'm going to die. I hit him 20 times, hit me once, he killed me. That is what we're talking to you about. Learning and trying clever. So he punched me again, for instance, I put him here. Now I want to go through with it, how to use that. Now when you're using this one, you change, boom, okay? Because why? You're doing energy, you're understanding that. When you're understanding that, you understand your line, turn away the line. Now you get too close, you kick him, it's not enough power because you can't flick that close in a lot of power. But easy for him to kick you, okay? So when you hit him already here, you make sure here and here, you turn the line, that coming in. You can be able to put a leg in and kick him very easily, boom, coming in. Now if we hook with this side, this hand, you see? I mentioned already, if you're watching through the wooden dummy, you're training into the dummy, your arm is very strong, so it doesn't matter, okay? So no point you sit there and turn around and say, my arm is not strong enough. It's no excuse because Wing Chun system have a unique training. Dummy. When you have a dummy, you have it every day to play with. When you play with a lot, you get a good arm. That's when you need to use it now because it's time now for you to bring that particular tool. That's the particular tool you got, your opponent haven't got to use that. So he punched me, boom him here, and kick him. When he hooked me, the arm coming in here, whoop, come back. And because if you've been hooked before coming in and go like that, it's very, very painful, your opponent. When you turn, and you got two hands now, yeah, you change, whoop, you see, you change. Lucky this guy have a vest. If it not, boom, he's dead. Then you got nothing to watch. So that's why we wear this blue vest. Because you sit there, you wonder, why the hell this guy got a vest there for? Now you know why. When you hit him here, okay, and he's boom down, he in pain. All the time you already turn your hand like this already, you're in control of the line. If you hold like this, yeah, and he can jog, because we're not talking about just normal guy here. We're talking about somebody knows something. You never know who you come against. So for instance, I come in here and hit him, and my hand is, he pulled my body. See, what happened? He's only know exactly what you know. So it's no point sitting there and said, I know you got to have a lot of things unexpected happen. So you need to be prepared for things like this. That's why you have your hand like this. Pull. Oh, can't pull. Shit, man, what happening? Because you're already putting that tool into this. So that guy can't react it. But if you don't, you hold like this and you pull, that's it. Then that will twat straight to your face because he do the jog, the same thing he jogged you in. So your hand have to be like this when you hit him. When you hit him, you change. You always change underneath here. Coming up. Two ways of doing that. One, you want a broken arm. Two, you just turn and then change. And then you go to punching opposite side. Now you see, when you punch in opposite side, your hand is turning this way. And then you punch. Elbow me. Elbow. Ooh, because you break it. But if you go like that, elbow, that will come up, fly right up, okay, to defense. Because that is what's happening. Human being, when you feel the dangers, you react to that. Your certain nature, you react to it right away. So that's why you turn your arm like this. That's why you do energy drill using lap sound. When using lap sound, that bend. So when you hand here, when you're punching him, your hand is against the elbow. So the forcing slide down like this, so you're in control. Okay? He can't do it. Punch me. Punch me. He can't do anything. You're fully in control. When you finish that, hitting him, and you want to use it, you change this hand inside and grab and turn. And what happened here? Or in this zone, you just press that. Oh, this guy see where you want. It's very, very simple. Through the energy drill, you're learning how to control your opponent wherever you want and however you want. And that is very important. Next thing we're going to talk to you about through the energy drill using lap sound, how to bring your opponent in toward you. Yeah? So when he punch me, boom, boom, like that. Now he mile away. And I already talked to that. And I already talked to that. Yeah, you can bring him in here. But if he ground, then, I don't want to waste that much of time sit there and wrestling with this geezer. And that's why I have my hand here. Boom! Aha! Here he is. And I can go in and finish him off. Because as soon as the lap sound gives you that particular movement that is so powerful that bring it in and try to whip you. And that's what lap sound do, all this movement. Yeah? So when he punch me, I boom him here. And I pull him, he ground. So I got a problem here now. Yeah? So you change. Hand right into this particular arm here. Turn it this way so I see in this camera here. That arm right is here. When you put your hand in like that, watch. Boom! Aha! I can come in to finish him off now. The idea is it's very difficult for him to come in to try to ground. When he ground, you go from here. You no good. You have to be in here. Ground. Doesn't matter. I hit him. When I hit him, I come back to here. When I come back to here, my body automatically turn. Lap sound give you this feeling. When you get there, you turn. Then I come in and kick him. When I kick him, I always hold this hand across here. So he can't come down to anything. Hit me. And then come back here and try to broken him up. Because you're understanding basic principle of the movement, then it's very, very easy for you to control your distance. Another movement when you're using that, punch come along for instance again, here, hit it block. And you want to hit him on this side because you bit very good now on martial and you want to, I don't want to keep him black eye here, he might look a bit funny. I keep him one right here somewhere. So when I get in here, I see this hand here, I come in, boom, aha, boom, boom. Then I finish this guy off very quickly in a moment because you have the skill on you. That's what we told our martial art. It talk about skill. Because in the skill, you use it, you can control the fight. You're in there, you can do whatever you want. You don't need to depending on one or two particular tool. If you have that, martial just every day, just punch every day. Why you learn the whole system for? You're not going to use it. Martial just dump it in a bin and just punching every day. And every time I come along, you just punch. That's what we're not talking about. We're talking about learning, understanding skill. So punch me again, I show you that movement again. When you hit him here, and he put your hand up to block, and you want to go through. Well, as soon as the hand coming across him, that's what Tầm Kiều used to. It control the distance and bring him in toward you. You understand? Because he's long range here, and when he bring him in from here, whoop, and hit him. Now when he hit him here, and you got an arm here, for instance, yeah? And you want to blow the arm away, and it's dangerous to you. You want to hit it. This arm here and here, you turn, boom. I hit him here. Now he punched me this side, I turn. I have this arm here, that's not a Tầm Kiều. Boom, and then, ow. Very, very straightforward. Because Tầm Kiều is designed for that. And because of our martial, when you hit here, and you see this arm and you mile away, and you have the hand here, you grab the hand, have the hand here, and he pull you don't let go, yeah? And you think that this guy is dangerous, boom, and he punch me this side. It's automatic that you distract him to bring him this arm in. So you want to boom, hey, oh, boom. But when you hit him here, say do it again. When you boom, one punch, boom, one, boom. You understand? You're already understanding where to hit him. When you start hitting him here, he punch below. Aha! You see the arm? Bam. That's gone. That's got no more arm left. You can go in and do whatever you wish to this geezer. And he haven't got a clue what you're trying to do. And that is how we knew this one. Now, in the particular energy drill, when using lap sound energy drill on the movement, I need to make your body functional. Now, we talk about a lot on the hand. Now, punch me, come along. Now, when you get here, yeah, you put your hand up. You work in different way. We already show you through this into the Siêu Thao. Like if he grab, what about, you sit there and you wonder, what about he grab you? He's not going to put the hand up, he grab you. Aha, I got the question just for you. Then it's not a problem, I sort it out. Very simple, I hit him, he grabbed my arm. So many movements you do from here. Once, very simple one. The hand here, grab the fist tight, turn. Soon you turn, boom, you hit him. Because he risks, grab him, he grabbed me very tight. The tight he grabbed me, the tighter he's going to get hurt because they're going to break it down. When you done that turn, you're just using this other hand here inside to borrow that movement, like, boom, and come and hit him. Okay? When you hit him, this hand when you drop him, because in a close range, you must be across this arm like this, arm like that. But if you said, what about him moving back and elbow will come? That's fine. I fix the problem as you come across to me. You turn around, say, punch me again, boom, boom, grapple me. Aha. So what happened? Doesn't matter. Turn your elbow this way and then throw, boom, straight into him. Now, punch me again. If he turned around and said, if you grab me again, doesn't matter. Cross here and then hit him. Doesn't matter. Grab me, not grabbing me, you're going to die. That is the whole purpose of this training. We have to answer your question because you can sit there and say, what about, doesn't matter. If you need to know what about what, write it down and then email to me. I will answer your question through our training. Punch me again. For instance, I'm here and he started grab, for instance, and I come in this way, grab tight. Now, some of you try this out, okay, like that, grab tight, you will have problem. If you add very strong arm, okay, you need to add that pushing down and that arm together to bring it in. And that's all to, not using your hand alone, you won't be able to do it because he's a very strong guy, you won't be able to do it. You have to use your waist and then turn here, turn to knock him out. Thank you for that. You are understanding now what we're trying to do, all the movement. In our DVD on this one particular, it's run about nearly 3 hours long. We explain to you everything you need to know into the Tầm Kiều side. This one is all to do with borrowing the distance, bring it in. When you understand all this, when you're watching through the DVD, you know exactly how we do it. That's why we are different. Watching through this part of DVD, then you see exactly what we're doing.